I let my daughter get a tattoo without telling my husband, and everything fell apart that day. When my daughter Emily was 15, she flopped down on my bed one evening and said, "Mom, I want to get a tattoo for my 18th birthday." Most moms would have said absolutely not, but I didn't. Instead, we spent the next 3 years planning it together. Emily wanted something in memory of her grandmother, my mom, who passed away when Emily was 12. Her idea was beautiful, a small floral design made of her grandma's favorite wildflowers, with her initials worked into the stem, placed gently on her shoulder blade. We looked through portfolios online, compared artists, and collected reference photos, but we never told my husband Mark about it. He's always hated tattoos, says they look trashy and unprofessional. By the time Emily turned 18, we had everything ready. We booked the appointment for the weekend after her birthday. When I told Mark we were going out to shop for college dorm supplies, he barely looked up from his phone and just said, "Okay, have fun." At the tattoo studio, Emily was practically glowing. "Mom," she whispered nervously, "what if it doesn't turn out right?" I squeezed her hand and smiled. "It's going to be perfect, sweetheart." The artist, a kind woman named Jess, called us to the back and showed Emily the stencil. The moment Emily saw it, her eyes filled with tears. "That's exactly what I wanted," she said softly. Jess helped her get comfortable in the chair and gently pressed the stencil onto her skin. Emily twisted in the mirror, nodded, and said, "Yes, right there." Jess put on new gloves and picked up the tattoo gun. Just as the machine buzzed to life, the front door slammed open so hard it hit a wall. Mark stormed into the shop. "Stop this right now. Do not touch her." Everyone froze. Jess immediately put the tattoo gun down and raised her hands. "Sir, you need to calm down," she said firmly. Mark pointed at Emily. "Get up. We're leaving. Now." I stepped forward, my heart pounding. "Mark, what are you doing here?" His voice exploded. "What am I doing here? What are you doing here? You took our daughter to get a tattoo behind my back." Apparently, Emily's little brother, Ethan, had found the email confirmation on her laptop and told Mark, thinking he was helping. Mark turned back to Emily, his voice full of rage. "You're going to regret this forever." Emily's voice trembled. "Dad, it's for Grandma." He laughed, but it wasn't real laughter. "Your grandmother would be ashamed of you right now. Absolutely ashamed." Emily started crying, but Mark wasn't done. "No daughter of mine is going to look like she belongs on a street corner. And forget about me paying for college if you go through with this." Jess looked at me nervously. "Ma'am, I can't do this with him here. I'm sorry." I stepped between Mark and Emily. "Mark, you need to leave right now or I'm calling the police." He took a step closer, eyes blazing. "I'm not going anywhere. You're letting her ruin her life." He jabbed a finger toward Jess. "If you put one mark on her, I'll sue you. You got that?" Jess's hand shook slightly. "Sir, please, you need to leave." Mark turned back to me like he didn't even recognize who I was anymore. "If you go through with this, I'm done. I'm completely done with both of you." I crossed my arms and said quietly, "That's your choice, Mark, but we're not leaving until she gets her tattoo." He stared at me for a long moment, waiting for me to back down. When I didn't, he shook his head. "I can't believe you're choosing some stupid tattoo over our marriage." Then he walked out, slamming the door behind him. Emily broke down, sobbing so hard her shoulders shook. I gently touched her arm. "Sweetheart, do you want to stop? We can leave right now if you want." She wiped her tears and shook her head. "No, I want this. He's not going to ruin this for me." Jess took a deep breath and nodded. "Okay, let's do it." As the needle buzzed again, Jess talked to Emily the entire time, about her grandmother, about what the flowers meant, about memories they shared. Slowly, Emily stopped crying. She even smiled a little. When it was done, she stood in front of the mirror and turned to look at it from every angle. "Mom, it's perfect," she whispered. "Look at it." Her smile that day was pure, peaceful, the kind that comes when you finally reclaim a piece of yourself. When we got home that evening, Mark's truck was gone. I checked my phone. One text from him: "I'm staying at my parents' until you come to your senses." I stared at the message for a long time. Then I looked at Emily, her tattoo still fresh, her face tired but proud. I realized we hadn't done something wrong. We'd done something meaningful, and no matter what it cost me, I'd do it again. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And tell me in the comments, what country are you watching from?